What can we expect from the Chula Vista real estate market? Please welcome the leader of Team Manzon, Anthony Manzon.
And the breakdancing realtor is back. Anthony Manzon is in the house.
Woo!
Tony Manzoni, how you doing, buddy?
Thank you for having me.
All right, great to have you here. It's about that time.
It's
about that time in the Chula Vista real estate market where it starts to get really hot.
Super hot.
Super hot, and it might be a shorter window than some of the other marketplaces because of the school situation, right? You guys only have like a 1 month summer or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or some of them are year round, aren't they?
Yeah, so one thing that's unique about Chula Vista is that a lot of the schools are still year-round schools, which basically means when school starts, you have 3 months of school, then you have 3 weeks off. 3 months of school, 3 weeks off, 3 months of school. Then for summer, you actually have 6 weeks of vacation. Traditional school, it's like you start in September, you go all the way through till June, and then you have 3 months off. So Chula Vista is unique because most of the schools there are year-round.
Interesting. So that what does that do for the real estate space? Because usually that summer window is the time for everybody to, all right, let's pack up a house, let's get it cleaned up, let's sell it, let's get moved into a new house, get settled, and then boom, we're into the new school year.
Yeah, what that does is it speeds up the whole timeline. It turns a 3-month process really into a 6-week process. I mean, if you think about it, for the kids that are moving, the parents want to get them registered for the schools. And they have to get registered before school starts. So it's not like at the 6-week mark, you could still get into those schools. They actually want to speed it up and get them, you know, registered, closed escrow as soon as possible, because that's what you need to register for the school. So in that 1 6-week time frame, to be honest, it's crazy. Like, people should be doing their stuff right now, that they need to put their home on the market, get it sold, get into escrow now, and yet everybody kind of thinks after school's over, after promotion, after the graduation party, that's when we'll start. And to be honest, that's kind of too late. I mean, the transactions will still happen, people get registered into schools, but what happens is everybody's thinking that at the same time, all the properties go on the market at the same time. And then you get a huge flood of people who are what we call contingent buyers and contingent sellers, which means they have to sell their home to buy another home, and it just kind of floods the market with a lot of people doing contingent sales and contingent purchases as well.
Is that a disadvantage for them then, and because of the fact that there's so many people doing it at the same time? Could that hurt you as far as how much you're able to get for your home?
Yeah, I mean, I think it can hurt you in a lot of ways. I mean, if you're thinking about selling your property right now, think about it this way. When we were selling a property in Eastlake right now, there's only one in all of Eastlake that was on the market, and we were excited because we were the only one about to hit. And when summer hits, if everybody's thinking about selling at the same time, then you have 10 properties on the market. Supply and demand, because there's more to choose from, there's less demand for your property because there's a couple other ones available as well. Granted, there are more buyers out there at the same time as well, and yet when you are the only home on the market in a specific neighborhood that everyone wants to buy in, you're like the pretty girl at prom. You know, everybody wants that one. They're willing to pay more. Not that you can pay for that, but they're willing to pay more for the house. They do whatever it takes to get that house, you know, and it's just, that's the unfortunate thing about our market. And it's fortunate because a lot of stuff has to happen in 6 weeks in order to make it work.
Yeah, so it's that condensed time frame just means the more you can be prepared for it, the better. And what you're saying is right now is the time to start preparing for that.
Exactly.
And how could you prepare? I mean, what if I was going to do this in that window, if I'm going to sell by, what could I do right now that would get me ready for it?
What I would do, to be honest, is, so the school zones are ending, schools are ending at the beginning of July, so in the next week or two they're going to be ending. To be honest, I think the best thing to do to set yourself up for success is put your property on the market, at least have a good marketing plan in place so when your home hits the market, you're at least in escrow already, so that when you're looking for that next property, you can put offers in saying, my property's in escrow already, we have a committed buyer, and we have the best chance of closing on your property even though we are contingent. If you hit the market and you're trying to put in offers at the same time, to be honest, in this market, sellers aren't even taking you seriously. They're like, okay, I like your offer, but you're not on the market yet, or you are on the market and you don't have an accepted offer. You can't really take those people seriously, especially when you have a lot of offers on the property. So it's really about stacking the cards in your favor as high as possible. And what that means is, at a minimum, having your property on the market. To have another card, I guess, stacked on your side is to have an offer accepted on your property already. The best thing that you could do is have it on the market, have an accepted offer, and have your buyer already have done their inspections and remove contingencies. That's the best way to set yourself up for success if you're doing a contingent sale.
Gosh, that's just awesome words of wisdom there as we're looking at the Team Manzon website. Obviously, you can search properties for sale there. You can even search properties that for rent. If you're in the market to rent or you know someone who is, you can search all that right there on teammanzon.com. Speaking of properties for sale, you've got a couple that are just about to hit the market.
Yeah.
Fresh ones.
We got 2 fresh ones coming up. These are amazing properties, and I'm always going to be 100% honest with you, Derek. These are going to sell the first weekend, guaranteed. The reason why these are so great, so we got one at 481 Westby. That's in Chula Vista, 91910. That's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet, single-story house. We're selling that one for $495.
Oh, dude.
Completely
Seriously?
upgraded. Super nice.
See, this is what I'm saying. There are still, the market's been hot for a long time now. Long time. I mean, what, 5, 6 years of like straight good market? And look at that. You got a 4.2 on a single story for under $500,000.
Yep, no HOA, no Melrose on a good corner lot. Man, it's an amazing one. It's going to sell for sure.
That's an unbelievable deal.
Yeah, that one's a great one. And then we have another one in Eastlake. This one's at 2041 Waterbury. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's 1,447 square feet, and this one's priced at $510.
Gotcha.
So different neighborhood. In Eastlake, that's still an amazing price.
Yeah,
and that one's going to sell. And that one's also completely upgraded. So both of these, move-in ready. You don't have to do any work to move into them.
Holy smokes. Both right around $500,000. Very affordable in what is considered to be an unaffordable marketplace of San Diego. That's awesome that you have those listings, dude. Those are good to go. They're
good to go. Buyers, I mean, they're always asking us, they're reaching out to us, you know, what properties are coming up first or what's coming up next. I think as a buyer, it's important to work with a realtor who knows inventory, who has inventory, and knows what's coming on because, let's face it, the good homes sell quickly, and unless you're the first one to know about it, you're going to be in a bidding war. You're going to be in a bidding war regardless. At least set yourself up for success so that when you put in offers on a property, you have all the tools and everything in your possession to get the house.
Yeah, also connect, you know, with a real estate agent who's plugged in, like yourself. Go to tmanzon.com. Anthony's not a secret agent. You can reach out to him there, tmanzon.com, and get the inside track. Say, hey, you know, this is what we're looking for. Maybe we don't want to move until next year. Maybe we don't want to move until next school year. Maybe it's we want to wait till after the holidays. Maybe you have some sort of trigger in your own timeline that's telling you this is when we're going to be ready to go. If you communicate and have good representation immediately, then that becomes on your radar now. Now you're talking to other agents in your office or other agents around the town and saying, you know what, I have a buyer who's looking for something like that coming up around this time. Let me know if you have anything. And before you know it, that's how you get the inside track.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way that it can be done. If you're in Chula Vista, Team Manzon is who it should be done with. Anthony, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me over,
Derek.
Derek.
Great to see you, brother. Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. Commercial free.